So the first workout of the 2022 Open has been released, and it is a doozy. What we've got for you is going to be a 15-minute AMRAP. Within those 15 minutes, you can do as many rounds and reps as possible of 3 wall walks, 12 alternating dumbbell snatches, and then 15 box jump overs. Now that is our RX option with a 22.5 kilo dumbbell for the guys, 15 kilo dumbbell for the girls, and a 24-inch box for the guys and a 20-inch box for the girls. Our scaled option here is going to be the same workout mostly, just with a slightly lighter dumbbell, so a 15 kilo dumbbell for the guys, 10 kilo dumbbell for the girls, and you're permitted to step over on the box rather than jumping up every single rep. And then our foundations option is going to be, again, the same 15-minute time frame, but you're going to do 3 bear crawls. And a bear crawl in this case is going to be a 5-foot crawl, so 3 of those, and then 12 alternate dumbbell snatches, and then 15 box step overs, again with a slightly lighter dumbbell and then a slightly lower height on the box as well. Now the first thing I want to talk about here is just going to be some movement standards. So looking at that wall walk first of all, we're going to start obviously in that press up position, like sort of lead down on the floor. So if you have your feet right up against the wall, you're going to imagine there's a line at your shoulders, and your hands have to be on that line as we start. And your hands cannot leave this position until both feet are up onto the wall. You're obviously going to walk yourself up, so we're nice and close. Remember, thinking about kind of just our nose and our toes touching the wall is going to be a really nice sort of top position. And then on the way down, your hands have to get back to that line of your shoulders before your feet can come off the floor. So really sort of think about that as you're going. You don't want to sort of mess up here and sort of come down a little bit too quick and not under that control, which is then going to sort of cost us those reps kind of as later into the workout. Within that dumbbell snatch, just think about having both heads of the dumbbell onto the floor. That's going to be the start of each rep, and then obviously we're finishing pressing that dumbbell up nice and high, locked out on that arm, so you're in a nice straight line all the way from the dumbbell right down to your ankle. And then finally on those box jump overs, another thing we want to look at here is just going to be, we're going to be stepping down on every single rep, so no jumping down here, which is a perfect way to do our box jump overs, because obviously it keeps us nice and safe. That action of sort of jumping down is very demanding on the body, so it should allow us to keep a nice sort of steady pace as we go. Now, in terms of some strategies here, the key thing to this workout is definitely not going out too fast. You've really got to be careful that this 15 minutes doesn't feel like forever. It should be a fairly kind of consistent pace as we go through. So that's going to be the biggest thing that I'm going to say at the start, is just try and start at a pace that you think you can maintain throughout the whole workout. Now the way that you might do that might change depending on kind of the athlete that you are. So what I've sort of written here is that we're going to optimize our rest on our sort of strongest kind of station. So for example, I know that those wall walks are going to get super tough. My shoulders aren't the strongest, and they're going to get tired. I know I'm going to have to rest there. So that means on that dumbbell snatch and that box jump over, I can afford to go a little bit quicker, take a little bit less rest in between those stations, because I know I'm going to get some rest on the wall walks. Subsequently, if you're on the other side of that and you know that those wall walks aren't going to be too much of a problem, but you might get gassed out a little bit quick on those dumbbell snatch or those box jump overs, then again, go steady through those wall walks, but then just as you're going through into the dumbbell snatch, make sure you're sort of pausing on each rep at the top, getting a nice big breath so your heart rate doesn't go crazy high. Same on the box jumps, take a nice steady big jump up, turn around on the box, step down, take a breath, jump up again, and that should allow you to stay nice and consistent throughout this workout. The last thing I want to say is just a nice little phrase, which is obviously slow is smooth and smooth is fast, and that's going to be the key as well to this workout, is just keeping all of our movements really nice and smooth. Like I kind of hinted to with those wall walks, you want to make sure that each of those reps is going to be a good rep, because they are a hard movement here, okay? So you don't want any kind of wasted energy performing bad reps where we're sort of slipping down the wall, coming down too early, we're not under that control, partly just because we obviously don't want to injure ourselves. Again, that high skill element has that kind of there to it, so you've got to just be really careful. Like I said, just really think about keeping those arms nice and long, nice and straight. Long straight arms are strong arms, okay, and that's what we want to look at with these wall walks, is keeping those arms straight as we walk up, under that control, and on the way down, make sure every single rep counts. And like I said, that should just see us through these 15 minutes, and hopefully we'll make it feel all right. So team, there we have it. There is our first open workout. I hope we're super excited to get this one done. I know I will be. Let's put our best effort onto it, follow some of those keys that I talked about there, and I hope you have a good one.